They're gonna try and do things. They're gonna try. So I'm gonna get on a topic of discussion about sex. You feel me? Like and childish type of energies. Like they gonna try and make fun and all types of things about what sex is. You feel me? Because obviously they don't give a fuck. You feel me? So they're gonna try and do things. They're gonna try and draw private parts on people's bodies because they imagination is gonna try and take over the whole thing because it's something that's gonna prove them to be sexually immature, incompetent or whatever. You feel me? So since so many people always talk about who's dating who's not dating who having sex nightly, who's not having sex nightly, yada yada yada. You feel me? There's a thing that's called sexual energy. Some people think the word for it is subtle energy, SUBTLE energy, and I don't think subtle energy is the word for it because the actual word sexual energy is what it is. You could Google sexual energy on the internet and it's gonna tell you exactly what it is. So basically, sexual energy is not it's not physical attraction. It's not a physical attraction to somebody who likes the way a person's facial features look. Since so many people on Earth rely on physical attractiveness, they don't necessarily think about so many other things that can make two people want to be a couple with each other. Like two people can meet each other at the bookstore, two people can meet each other at the grocery store, and they can talk about foods that they like, and not even really pay attention to the other person's facial features because they having a conversation of two things that are not two things, having a conversation about things that's interesting to them for them to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So since the majority of people on Earth, the percentages on Earth is more people who rely on physical attractiveness instead of other things that can bring people together. So when people rely on physical attractiveness, more times than not, they rely on facial features, especially with women to men, because men wear t-shirts, men wear sweaters, men don't necessarily come outside with no shirt on. Men don't necessarily always come outside with a basketball jersey on that show they arms, how big, wide, how muscular or whatever it is. And they don't show their torso. Like we don't show our torso. You feel me? I'm a man. Like we don't go outside usually with a whole bunch of things showing. You feel me? Like we don't wear like shorts that's above the knee but still close to the knee. You feel me? We definitely ain't wearing Daisy Dukes and all that type of shit. You feel me? So for women who like a man's thickness of the legs, of the thighs and all that to make sure like it matches up with the torso and everything else instead of looking top heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of things females don't really get a chance to look at. So females really look at men for physical attractiveness of a face. So other than the skin tone of the face, other than the hair texture, you feel me, that's on the top of the head, like females probably like dudes who have certain type of like facial hair features. You feel me? Like females don't like dudes who facial hair don't look groomed and all that. Like a lot of females like dudes who facial hair is not groomed. You feel me? It's to each his own. But for the most part, females pay attention to men's face. Men we pay attention to faces. Like I'm a man who likes the whole package. You feel me? A female who got a cute face, female got a cute smile and all that type of stuff. Some men pay attention to everything but the face. The only thing they care is that a female got a sexual organ that they could go ahead and have sex with. So they gonna look at a female's titties, they gonna look at a female's ass, they gonna look at a female's vagina, they gonna look at a female's feet. And don't get me wrong, I look at all of those things too. But to me, the face is just as important as everything else. A lot of men don't care about what the face look like. They just care about being able to get in something. You feel me? So with sex happening, that's what a whole lot of people usually like. They usually rely on like physical attractiveness. You feel me? Facial features. When it's a thing called sexual energy, And this is the way people could get dates too. And this is not the only thing I rely on, but it's one of the main things that I rely on. So it's basically like this: if a female, let's say a female plays with herself, right? She playing with herself, but she not looking at a picture. She not looking at an actual picture of a person that she attractive to, or that she's attracted to, even if she's attractive to them or thinks she is. You feel me? So she could be playing with herself with her eyes closed, and if she not thinking about a certain person, whoever body picks up on the energy of her playing with herself, if it feels comfortable to them, then that's the way sexual energy reaches out. You feel me? Like it could reach out across cities, it could reach out possibly across states, it could reach out possibly across the world, it could reach out next door, somebody next door neighbor, and all types of things. You feel me? So sexual energy is one of the things that I rely on. I rely on physical attractiveness too. So if I see a female at the store, if I see a female anywhere outside, if I see a female on social media, then if she attractive to me and she attractive in all the right spots and everything else, then it is what it is. Sometimes I don't pay attention as much to a female's personality, but I do though. You feel me? So this is what it says for sexual energy. I'm not sure you can see it. So these are the things that's physical about sexual energy. So some people is reading it, it might be backwards because of the way it is on the screen. You feel me? So and then this is one of the things. And this is what channeling sexual energy is. You know what I'm saying? So these are the traits of energy. This is not the physical part of energy. This is energy. So once a person's mind is focused on something, then it's basically like they nourish they body to be a certain type of way. You feel me? So it's like your body might find somebody who you really compatible with, whether it's heterosexual, whether it's not heterosexual. Your body's energy might find somebody who you're compatible with. So if people feel like compatible is facial features, the Earth's energy teaches the body energy of who's better for you, regardless if they got a facial feature that you like, that you enjoy, or if they don't. You feel me? As far as me, I'm a heterosexual. So all types of people who's not heterosexual, they keep on trying to go at me in all types of ways, because they don't like the fact that I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the fact that I don't like men. I told people that I'm only into women. You know what I'm saying? So they keep on doing things that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So because they keep on trying, they don't get what they want. So what they have in their mind is physical, is trying to physical rape. So even if they can't physical rape me, they're gonna try and rape through energy. And energies has to be consensual in order for it to be compatibleness. If a person is not into what somebody's trying to do, the energy that they try to send away, the energy that they try to send towards somebody, it's not gonna reach the way they expect it to if a person is not interested in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like people who's heterosexual, we already know how heterosexual is because we're heterosexuals. You know what I'm saying? People who's not how we are, they'll try every single aspect that they can to try to ruin our justification. And that's why those type of people turn out to be rapists and all types of things. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes who like women who don't give it to them, rape them too. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a physical attractiveness. They have a physical, not attractiveness, they have a physical attraction to somebody who's not physically attracted to them, who's not mentally attracted to them, or anything else, you know what I'm saying? And people who's not like us, they have a physical attraction to who we are, and we don't have a physical attraction back. So they try to do all types of things to try to ruin who we are. And one of the things is one of the things about sexual energies too is fluctuation. The things that people put their mind to soon become a part of who they are. It starts to show who they are. So if people try to get at, so if a person who's not like who we are keep on trying to get at us through sexual energy, it's gonna ruin their body more than it helps them. And they think it's gonna help them because they already a certain type of person. So they feel like the energy that they keep on putting forth from a distance, some of them try and do it right in front. They try to look at us on social media and have all types of malicious thoughts of things that they do because we're not attracted to the same gender that we are. We're attracted to the opposite gender. And attraction to the opposite gender is a perfect match. An attraction to the same gender that you are is not a perfect match. It starts to lead to confusion. And people think that it's a perfect match because they want to put the same thing that they are inside of their body gender-wise. And it never works out because heterosexuality was always the ways of the world to populate the world. So the body is always going to respond to heterosexuality in a positive way. If a person has heterosexual sex with somebody who has a sexually transmitted disease, then it's not going to be in a positive way because a person didn't understand or didn't realize the things that a person has along with them. And if you ask me, non-heterosexual people are the ones that bring sexual transmitted diseases into the world because the fluids of their body get so confused, and the fact that they put something that's the same gender inside their body, it starts to plop out all types of negativity in the body. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of scientists and a whole lot of doctors say that non-heterosexual people are the cause of all the sexually transmitted diseases that go on. That's their connotation, and their connotation spilled out to things that could and probably have before affected people. If a sexually transmitted disease is chlamydia and gonorrhea, those type of things can be taken away with a pill being taken or pills being taken to make it go away, but that still spilled over into who we are. I never had a sexually transmitted disease, luckily for me, or else my bodily fluids would say that I had a sexually transmitted disease. And a whole lot of people who have sex with people who never had a sexually transmitted disease, you already have it in your body to say no to people who carry traits of a sexually transmitted disease, even if they don't physically have a sexually transmitted disease at the time where they came across you. You know what I'm saying? So with fluctuation, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People who go through emotional distress due to sex, all types of things that go on. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to sexual energy fluctuation, the people who go through that, the more that they put forth is what harms their body at the end of it. So basically, if somebody who's not a homosexual keep on trying to play games and keep on trying to do homosexual things to somebody and keep on calling somebody who's not a homosexual, soon their mind is gonna start to hold on to that because they keep on telling themselves that that's what somebody is, and they bodies are gonna start pressuring themselves to do the actual deed that they tried to say that somebody else is doing. You feel me? So when it comes to sexual energy, I don't understand how people could claim to be sexually mature when sex is an adult thing. Even though kids sometimes have sex, I'm an adult. I did sexual things when I was in junior high school, when I was in high school, possibly when I was in elementary school, not knowing what sexual energy is. You know, probably kiss a girl or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to sexual maturity, sex, especially sex, a whole lot of times will not make people do immature things. Trying to make people do things like draw sexual organs on the side of people's face. People probably taking pictures of people online and then using a cell phone pen, a tablet pen, or whatever to draw things on the side of people's face and making things sit there. You know what I'm saying? Like it make a person feel like it's always something that's on their body that's not there. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to sexual maturity, people who's adults who have sex, or who had sex at least a few times, who knows what sexual fluids do on the body, they don't do immature things. You know what I'm saying? Like, a sexually mature adult is not gonna sit around and and panic about somebody that's sexually immature. You know what I'm saying? Some people that's adults that's sexually immature try to use their kids to do it, and that's how they ruin their kids' minds, by trying to make it seem like somebody who's young-minded enough to not know no better won't get held accountable, when they already telling their kids exactly what the fuck to do. So if they telling their kids exactly what to do, it's taking away from their kids' innocence. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? People who sexually immature, but they claim to have had sex so many times in their life, is the ones who don't understand what sexually fluids is. All the oohs and ahs, all the sensation that comes with sex, a person is supposed to understand it while it's happening. How you don't understand what six senses is? And one of the six senses is the sense of taste. Another sense is a sense to be able to feel what's touching you, to be able to understand what you're touching. So when it comes with sex, even smells, even all of the six senses has to do with so many things in life, including sex. So if a person don't understand what they tasting, if they tongue kissing somebody, if a dude stick his tongue inside a female's vagina, if a female tastes a dude's skin, it's on her tongue, it's on her taste buds. They supposed to understand it as soon as it happens, including a dude's tongue if they tongue kiss. You know what I'm saying? If a person stick their tongue inside somebody's rectum, you're supposed to understand what's going on with that. If somebody rubs their hands on your body, while they rubbing their hands on your body, you're supposed to understand the energy that they giving off. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to understand the energy that your body is giving off while they rubbing on you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody play with themselves, they supposed to understand what's going on with their body as soon as they touch it, and everything else that comes along with it. Like, people get bored of people who sexually immature. People need to try and have a honest conversation with porn stars from all different aspects of life, and they gonna tell you every single thing that sexual immaturity does. There should be no reason that somebody who claims to have sex at least once and understand it is doing sexual immature things. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to attractiveness or attractiveness to do things, there's so many different things to rely on to reach a goal. And one of the main topics that I'm talking about right now is sexual energy. That's not a physical attractiveness. It's not a physical attraction. A physical attraction is seeing somebody face to face, whether you on social media, whether they know you looking at them or not. You see somebody outside, if you think somebody is attractive enough to ask for their phone number, that's a physical attraction. Sexual energy will reach people in places that you are not. You know what I'm saying? And since that's the type of things that go on with certain type of things, sexual energy is it's an important component to understanding really what's going on in life. You know what I'm saying? So since that's one of the main things that people always talk about and people always rely on, then it is what it is.